Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Help I Need an Adult podcast with your hosts, Michael
and Jordan.
It's been a bit.
I think you forgot what you were going to say there.
Yep. Practice.
Yeah. We're trying to get more consistent. But we just wanted to start off this episode with being sensitive to anybody that might be listening. If you're sensitive to any kind of loss, especially infant, baby, children, pregnancy, like all of that type of loss, this might be too heavy of an episode for you. So just
be kind to yourself.
Yeah. So if that's you, you might want to turn this off, because there's some big topics in here. But if that's not you, we're going to talk about where we've been these last couple months.
Shoot, how long has it been?
We found out. So, I was pregnant.
Yep.
This is not the announcement we were hoping to make. We found out on April 25th. Mm-hmm. I had a positive pregnancy test, very positive pregnancy test. That we really didn't know, like, how far along I was.
No, just like, oh.
It was very shocking, I think.
There's a baby.
Right. We had to do 4 rounds of letrozole with our first baby. So, and I have PCOS, so I had ovulated at some point.
Yeah, it's just a little...
Unknowingly.
little shocking.
Yes, but not like... I wouldn't say unplanned, and like, partially planned.
An unplanned, planned pregnancy.
Yes. Like, we were ready. We were planning on going back on meds.
Like, we were going to start trying.
Like, literally right then. Like that, I had messaged my doctor to talk about, the plan with letrozole.
Like the next week you were gonna.
I had already messaged my doctor.
Right, but you were gonna like.
Reach back out because she had been off. For a while, but I found out we were pregnant. We had our first ultrasound at, what was that? It ended up being a day short of 7 weeks, I think.
Sounds right.
I think it was a day short of 7 weeks. Baby's just a little nugget, little squiggle, but had a strong heartbeat.
Yep.
Yeah, so saw that. We were super excited. I don't know. I was not feeling good.
No, Jordan felt like crap.
I had a lot of nausea.
It was bad.
Yeah. Like, I had all day nausea.
Like, you were a little sick with Warren.
Yeah, so I was sick with him for, like, 3 weeks. Yep. Like, 15 minutes in the morning. And then I was fine, like, all day long. And then, like, I'd come home from work and I was super tired. So I remember, like, coming home from work with our first and, like, falling asleep. And then waking up for dinner and then falling back asleep.
Yep.
For, like, a couple months.
Michael had a lot of alone time.
Yes. I'm sorry. I just could not.
I played a lot of video games.
Right. Yeah, so this one, I was very nauseous pretty much all day long. I think that was my biggest.
You woke up, felt like crap.
Mm-hmm.
Went to work. Anti-nausea thing.
Was super. Well, my anti-nausea thing was literally good. An anti-nausea drop. It was like a pink stork.
Right.
Anti-nausea drop. So nothing like medicated or anything. But
went to work.
Went to work. Was super nauseous.
Was super nauseous. Came home.
Was super nauseous.
Was super nauseous. Went to bed pretty early.
Yeah. So yeah, I was pretty nauseous. Like, I'd pee a lot in the middle of the night. I feel like that's just such a common pregnancy thing. Any other symptoms that I had?
No, that was the big one. You just
didn't feel good.
You were out of it.
Well, and like, of course, mom guilt, like, so much, just because, like, I wanted to be so present with our toddler, but, like, I physically could, like, I would, like, lay on the couch and, like, not feeling good. And then I had done the screening to find out the gender.
Yep.
And with that screening, we found out that it was a girl.
Yep. Which we were super excited for.
We were super excited for.
We already had a name picked out, and
yeah. But it was kind of like a bittersweet time for me, especially because I found out actually alone. with my doctor, but because baby girl had also come back with a very high risk of Down syndrome.
Yep.
So that was like, it was definitely hard to like kind of be by myself at that time, like, because that's big news, you know, like, to me, like, kids with Down syndrome, people with Down syndrome are amazing. They're so resilient and they can accomplish so much. And like, but like, when you're going to, or when you get these things done, these kind of tests and things like that, like, just to find out that there's something like, even like off, I guess, I don't know how to describe it. Like, you just want your kid to have like the easiest life possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, life isn't easy, but like, you just want your kid to have the easiest life possible.
The world's not built for people with Down syndrome.
No. Or like people with disabilities in general.
Right.
Like, I think we've made, from an OT standpoint, like, I feel like we've made leaps and bounds. Like, there's definitely like laws and stuff for accessibility, but it's still not where it needs to be.
Nope.
But like, yeah, so the world is not like built, like you said, for people with like disabilities and
not built for people outside the typical.
Right. So we found that out, and that was a lot to wrap our heads around. Like, very, I mean, real.
Mm-hmm.
I get.
Yeah, I was at work, and I was expecting like a phone call, just kind of telling me.
Because I had texted you and warned you that like the doctor said that she wanted to meet with me very urgently.
Yeah.
And I was nervous because I was like, well, what the heck can be on that ultrasound? Like, am I, like, because I was thinking, like, several things. Like, it can tell if you're having multiples. It can tell if you're, you know, it tests for a few different chromosomal abnormalities and other things that could, you know, potentially come up.
Yeah, so I get a phone call, and Jordan's
Crying
and says, we're having a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And because like I could,
because I was crying. Yeah, I mean, it's that's hard. That's a lot to take in all at once. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I feel bad that you got that news delivered to yourself. Just while you were by yourself.
Mm-hmm. But it was urgent.
But there was nothing I could.
And our doctor was so sweet. Like, she like snuck me in like between patients. She's like, I know, I need to talk to you like very quickly. Like,
you need to know this.
Yeah. And she was so sweet. She just reassured me at the appointment. She was like, you can feel however you feel right now. Mm-hmm. You can be excited, you can be scared, you can be nervous, you can be upset. Like, she's like, it's not news that anybody really comes into it expecting.
Yep.
And that just like made me feel, I guess, better. 'Cause like, it's scary. I mean, you don't know how how to react to something like that. Like, and I didn't know how I felt, because I knew, like, I'm an OT, you were a special education teacher, like, we were fairly well equipped, I mean, as far as education goes.
Yeah, we wouldn't be walking into it as blind as some parents,
right,
like, just might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still like it's a big thing to get used to.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks later or a couple days later?
It was a couple weeks later. Well, a couple days later, we had, they wanted us to meet with a genetic counselor, just to talk about what it meant.
The University of Minnesota.
Yeah. Just like what it meant to have a higher screening for it, because the blood test or the NIPT test is not diagnostic.
Right. It's not going to say like your kid has Down syndrome.
And my chances were like fairly low, actually. I mean, compared to like what I see, like I see a lot of people between 90 and 100. But my testing, was it 73 or 78? It was somewhere in I think it was 73% or 73.8 or something like that.
83.
No, it wasn't 70s. It was in the 70s.
Okay.
Yeah. It was somewhere in there, but so I was like, kind of like, well, maybe she doesn't. Like, there's like a one almost, because I remember being like, oh, it's almost a 1 in 4 chance. I think it was 78. It was just above a 1 in 4 chance of her not having it. Anyways, like, we were just kind of like, well, I have no idea. We wanted to kind of get some more testing to figure it out. So we had what's called a nuchal translucent ultrasound scheduled from the genetic counselors. And then she explained, like, there's different diagnostic testing that we can do further on. just because we want to be, prepare for what's to come, and just kind of know. Also, because we live fairly rurally, we couldn't deliver at the hospital we were at if she did have Down syndrome. So, like, to us, it was kind of like...
Have to have a NICU available.
Right. We needed to have a NICU. They wouldn't deliver knowing that there was a higher increased chance of a baby with Down syndrome.
Complications.
So, right. Just because, there's potential complications. 50% of individuals with Down syndrome have a heart condition. I've done a lot of research, so, like, there's random stats that I just know now about Down syndrome, which is kind of nice to have that awareness. Anyways, we went to the U in the Twin Cities to get a nuchal translucent ultrasound, which measures fluid behind the neck and the presence or absence of a nasal bone, which are both indicators of Down syndrome. It, again, wasn't diagnostic, but it would have given us like oh yeah, she probably does, or like she probably doesn't actually, like depending on what they found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You want to talk about that ultrasound a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, so we get there, and a lady comes in, she's super nice, and says, like, hey, hopefully she's going to be around 40 millimeters.
She, like, gave us a measurement.
And...
Centimeters. It would be centimeters. Millimeters would have been really, really, really small, wouldn't it? I think it was centimeters.
40 centimeters?
I think so.
That's, like, a foot, babe. Or more.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Millimeters is 40. That'd be like this big.
Okay. Never mind.
10 millimeters is a centimeter.
Okay.
And so I remember hearing that. And being, okay, that's reasonable. And they were like, she might be a little small because we were technically a few days early or something.
Yeah, she said they might not be able to get quite the measurement because we were a day before we were technically supposed to go get the ultrasound.
And I guess, and like, babies grow pretty quickly at that stage. Like, just,
yeah,
they're doing a lot of growing.
They're like double in size every week.
Yeah.
That was I was supposed to be 11 and 3 at the time, I believe. 11 weeks, 3 days. Sorry.
So we go back for the ultrasound and like everything's going normal. And I see the ultrasound tech started taking measurements, and I look, I'm like, it didn't quite click right away, but I was like, I distinctly remember seeing like she measured like top of head to like
the rump,
toes, but I don't know what it was.
The rump.
It was like 279 millimeters. And I was like, okay, that's shorter than what they were thinking.
279
millimeter, 27.9.
Okay, I was like, what is it? That's really big. Something like that, yeah. When it's supposed to be like 44 or something around, like it was supposed to be 44.
40
but
millimeters.
It was only 27.9.
40 millimeters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 40. Not 400. 40.
No, 40.
Is that what I said earlier?
No, you said 279 is what she measured.
No, way, but like, when we...
No, I think you said 40 millimeters.
Okay.
That's what she's supposed to be.
Yeah, it was 27.9 millimeters. Like, oh, that's interesting. Whatever. And then she just doesn't really do any talking, and she's doing some like really quick measurements and stuff. And then she's like, hey, can we do an ultrasound another way? So
a lot of early ultrasounds are, this is no surprise to anybody who's a mom, but like a lot of ultrasounds are transvaginal early on, so she had asked to do one.
Yeah, date with Wanda.
Right. Which I had, I mean, for full transparency, I had several to check to make sure I was ovulating.
Yeah.
When we were trying to get pregnant with Warren.
Yep.
I mean, it's not a big deal. If you have to have one, don't freak out about it. It's going to make it worse if you're nervous and anxious about it. Just, it's a medical procedure and it's fine. Sorry.
Yeah, and kind of same story. She's not really saying much. She's just kind of measuring, going pretty quickly. And then she just kind of drops it and says, I'm so sorry. Can't find a heartbeat or cardiac activity. I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, we both knew. I don't know how she said it, but we both knew what that meant.
Yep. It was just kind of like, okay.
But my side of it,
Yeah.
I was completely oblivious to everything going on. like one of the first things they usually check for in an ultrasound, no matter what kind of ultrasound it is the heartbeat. They usually look and go try to find it, measure it, and then measure the rest.
Yeah.
But I just like was so oblivious, and then I'm like, look, it's my perfect little baby, because like she put the ultrasound over my stomach, and like she was like, oh, there's the little peanut,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, it's like my perfect little girl. Like, look at her. And yeah, she just like kept taking measurements, and I was just like in awe looking at her. She just like,
And she looks really cute.
yes, like the first 2 ultrasounds, like more of like squiggles. Like she didn't look like,
That is a baby.
right.
Technically.
It's like you can kind of make out that might be the feet. But this one, like you can see the head, you can see like what she thought was like a little hand was kind of by her,
hands, little nubbins
by
of
her
feet.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like completely oblivious, and then she had us set up or had me set up, and when she said like, I'm so sorry, like I didn't find a heartbeat, I like looked at her and I was like, it's okay. And she's like, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, it's okay. And I'm like looking over at Michael, and Michael's already like in tears, like he's like no, it's not. Like I think it took a second. I knew what she was telling me,
It just didn't register.
but I like it wasn't clicking.
Yeah.
It wasn't registering. Like,
Yeah.
and the OB had tried to come in like previously, but I was still like not dressed.
Yeah.
So she came in, she's like, I'm so sorry. Like I walked in her, like I was like, it's okay. Like this is literally your job. Like
Yeah.
I'm not bothered by it. She's like, no, okay. Like I'm so sorry. And she came in and just like assured like it's not your fault. Yeah. So I mean they were super supportive down there. We're very thankful.
Yeah, they did. I mean,
We got pictures.
I don't know
of
what
our
else
baby
we could
girl.
have done.
Yeah.
I mean, they did everything they could have done. Like,
It's probably like the hardest car ride I've ever taken on the way home.
the car ride sucked.
It's like
'cause
whole
we were, like,
family.
Well, we were planning on like we don't go down to the cities like very often, so we were gonna go get some food that we like, and we're gonna eat that on the way home, and we're like, well, should we still go get it?
Yeah, both of us were like, okay, well, we don't want to get in because we can't, or go in because we can't stop crying.
Yeah.
Because it was like off and on. So like we'd stop crying and then like we'd start crying again. Like
Yeah.
it was like, oh, grief is so weird. But like that was like probably the hardest car ride I've ever had. No, it was the hardest car ride I've ever had.
Yeah.
Like coming back home because it was like a 2-hour drive.
Probably neither of us should have been driving.
Yeah.
Looking back on it,
Yeah.
but
Our son was with my sister.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I think calling people was the toughest part.
I feel like I just like would break down and I'd be able to talk, and then we'd end the conversation and then I'd
And
call
you have to
somebody
do
else
it
and I'd break
all
down
over
again.
Yeah.
So that was really hard. Calling family. Yeah.
Yeah.
We, after I passed her, we ended up getting genetic testing done. I guess I like kind of wanted like to know whether or not like she had Down syndrome because they couldn't tell from the ultrasound. So I wanted to know that, and then we also wanted to know if there was like risk for like if we were to have a future kid. And we did get results back, and she was positive for Down syndrome, so for trisomy 21.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I guess like when I talk about it with people, like it's not that it gives me comfort knowing that's like what likely caused the loss, but like it just makes me feel like I'm like a reason person. Like I like to have answers, which I realize that's not always possible in life, but like to have an answer that's like, no, like she had Down syndrome and like she likely had a heart condition or some kind of like physical development thing that like just like she couldn't, like her heart stopped.
Just ended up being incompatible with life. Like,
yeah,
just didn't work.
Yeah. So that's where we've been.
Yeah, we couldn't record episodes for
No,
a good
well,
while.
because I was sick for a while.
Yep.
And then it was like all of this started happening, and it was like and then like us like working through grief. Like obviously we're still walking through it. It's still pretty fresh.
It hits you every once in a while.
Yeah, it just like kind of makes us sad. Again, every once in a while, like something will remind us of her, or like my coworkers have been so extremely sweet, and like they've given us, I mean, I've gotten flowers, and we got like this beautiful wind chime that's got like a really cute saying on it that just made us sob. But we have it up, and it's really
your
sweet.
coworker, anyone who's listening, please stop sending us gifts. It's really sweet, but like
No, it's okay. We really appreciate it.
yeah,
I think it's really sweet. I don't mind them. But
gets me back in the feels every time.
yeah. But I think it's okay to feel like,
Yeah.
and people are really just trying to like rally around us, and
My coworkers don't know that.
only like 2 of your coworkers knew that we were expecting
No, my
barbecue.
parents all knew.
Oh, yeah. So that'll be interesting going back to school.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole nother. But what I feel like, because I'm able to talk about it with people, because I did tell a lot of people at the hospital, because I
just you have to for certain things.
see certain people like chemo patients and stuff like that, pregnant without like really good precautions. But how I've kind of been describing it to people, like, I feel like, how you doing? And I'm like, we're not good, but we're as good as we could be.
Yep.
Because we've had so much support and so much love, and like, yeah, we've really had a lot of people rally around us, and like, I don't regret telling the people that we told.
No.
Because we've had such good support. It's like, I know there's like a whole thing about like, you have to wait 12 weeks before you tell people about pregnancy or not, but like, we told people before 12 weeks, like way earlier than 12 weeks, and I don't regret it because we've had support. So if you are expecting, or you do become expecting at some point, and you feel like you want to tell people early, go ahead and tell people early. I don't think there's a problem with that. Do you know you never know what's going to happen? Like, celebrate, and like every life is worth celebrating, and yeah, just let your people know and let them celebrate your baby too. So yeah, it's been a tough last couple months, but I feel like we're getting some kind of sense of normalcy again.
Yeah, it's kind of coming back together a little bit. Yeah. But
yeah, holding on to faith, holding on to each other, and going through the good times and the hard times.
Yeah. So
should we share the name?
We can if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had named her Spencer Joy. We had Spencer picked out for a really long time.
Warren would have been Spencer if he was a girl.
Right. So like a really long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had Spencer picked out before we had Warren picked out, so.
Yeah. I just thought Spencer was a really cute, like, sporty, but like Spencer's like a, could be boy or girl. I kind of like names like that. I mean, my name's Jordan, so like, also same way, except for it's spelled with a Y. But yeah, so our little Spencer, little girl. Yeah. So I'm not sure what the future holds, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Anything else to say about that?
No, that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah.
Well.
But yeah, we just want to kind of share where we're at, and hopefully we'll get back to some sense of normalcy sooner or later. Especially with the podcast, I feel like we are both very excited about the podcast and would like to continue it. So we're jumping back in.
On a positive note, we discovered Warren really loves parades.
He loves parades. Everything is beep beep. Anything with an engine, trucks, cars, bikes, like motorbikes or
lawnmowers.
Anything.
Beep beep.
Yep, beep beep. And if he hears a car like way down the road like honk their horn, he will point in the correct direction he heard it from, and he'll go beep beep, and it's the best thing in the world.
Yep.
He's at a really fun stage, and I think that helps too with like grieving and like things like that. Is like, yes, we're allowing ourselves to grieve, but it's also like we have this amazing distraction that keeps us so busy. But not that that's his responsibility. It's not. It's just like coincidental that we happen to have a little one running around. to take care of. So yeah.
So we get to go to another parade this weekend.
It'll be awesome.
He's gonna have a blast doing that.
Yeah.
Hopefully he takes a nap before it.
Great.
Um.
Yeah, that's about it. This episode will probably be pretty short.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out ways to stretch it to maybe half an hour, but we still got 5 minutes to go, and I don't know if we can do that.
No, I think we can wrap it up. This is a nice little, this is a mini episode explaining where we were. So, yeah. Whenever you listen to this, I hope you're having a good week. And catch us on the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.